Hello and welcome to this segment brought to you by Fast Education Consulting. I'm your host Ali Satchu, and today we will talk about insurance coverage in Canada, specifically for international students, but this will apply to visitors as well. FastEDU.ca, inspiring great minds. Let's get right into it. Why make a video on insurance coverage? Well, in Canada, healthcare costs for non-Canadians can be astronomical. We have all the facilities and one of the best care in the world that is free to immigrants and citizens, but not foreigners, be it international students or visitors. Now, to avoid unnecessary costs, you need to prepare and purchase health insurance before arriving to Canada. This applies to international students who are arriving before the start of school and also for the times when you are not attending or registered in classes, be it during vacation semesters or while working full-time. Insurance companies will typically ask you questions to identify the cost of a daily rate, and then they'll multiply that by the number of days that you need coverage for, as well as the amount of coverage that you're looking for. The only time there is coverage for work permit holders, which in the case of international students will be during the postgraduate work visa, is when you're working full-time for an employer with no less than 6 consecutive months of employment. I've included the exact wording of the coverage in the description below, but it never hurts to double-check with Immigration Canada when applying for the postgraduate work visa. The next question we want to answer is, how much coverage should I purchase? Coverage is available in different denominations like $25,000, $50,000, $75,000, and $100,000. You can purchase even higher than that, but it is probably not necessary. The question becomes very subjective because it really depends on how long you plan to stay in Canada and for what purpose are you buying the coverage. If, for example, you're a student who is healthy and purchasing health insurance for a few days before the start of your program, then $25,000 could probably suffice. If you're purchasing for a longer period of time and you want to consider a higher amount of coverage then. To give you an example of a regular doctor's visit for a simple cold or a stomach ache, it may be in and around $60 to $100 per visit. A night at the hospital for an accident could be anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 a night. A surgery could be anywhere from $25,000 to $75,000. And specialists, of course, would cost you a lot more. Also keep in mind that when purchasing health insurance, ask about coverage for prescription medication as well, since these costs are separate from the doctor's fees that I just explained. If you have any family or dependents coming with you, be sure to purchase health insurance for them as well. I'll recommend a few links in the description below of insurance companies in Canada, which is probably your best bet. I don't recommend you purchase health insurance from your home country because it might complicate things when you're submitting for refunds. Now, international students have health insurance coverage from their institution as long as they're taking a full course load and are registered for their program. In other words, if you're required to take 5 courses and are registered or attending class, you will have health insurance coverage from your institution. Coverage usually is very extensive and varies from institution to institution. Your international department at your school will take you through this coverage and other pertinent information during your orientation week. Now, one more tip, keep in mind that insurance coverage will not cover dental visits. However, in emergency situations, dental is covered when it is accidental. I hope that this has been a useful segment as it is very important to purchase health insurance and be safe. I look forward to making a lot more videos for my viewers to make your transition as easy and successful as possible. Until next time, FastEDU.ca, inspiring great minds.